Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell where we are making money even on these red days. We'll talk about that a little later. Let's get right into it. Hit that notification bell, hit all. All right, what is going on? Dow tumbles 800 points. I'm filming this right at close. So it is 3 o'clock. It is 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and the market has just closed. Dow tumbles 800 points on growing fears about AI distribution, all right? Tariff drags. So we know what's happening about this. They're saying now too much, too quick on AI, and there's all kind of AI fears. And this market is funny to me how we're not putting enough into AI. We need to increase our CapEx spend. Everyone with the exception of Apple, right? We need to spend. And then they go like that Deborah commercial. We spent too much. And then all of the fear goes through the market. Guaranteed. They're going to be talking about more spend on AI. Now, there are problems with AI, and it's in the energy. A lot of our energy costs are going up because of these data centers that are raising our energy costs. Check your bills. We're paying for it, okay? And so we're paying for something that's going to replace the blue collar jobs, and that's AI. Don't let them lie to you, just like banking. They was telling the bankers, encourage them to open up their own accounts. Okay, and then they let go of all of the tellers because they don't need them. Same thing is going to happen with AI, but there's going to be new jobs, and you better be trying to learn how to do your job digitally, right? Just wanted to open up with that, good people. Let's see what's going on in these markets. Let's go up. So now I want you to pay attention to the NASDAQ. So if you're in the Mag 8 or you're into any software, all right, or AI now stock, you really need to pay attention to the NASDAQ, okay? And so you could take this and apply it to any of your other stock. As we could see, down an extra 200, let's just refresh that, 258 points. We could see the S&P negative 71 points, NASDAQ negative 258 points, and the Dow gave up. We were at 50, now we're down to 48.8 at 82. But here's what I want to show you. We always go back out. We see where we are for the week. We're actually up for the week, but still down for the month. So we're revisiting these lows at about around 22.5 on the NASDAQ. That's your tech, okay? I like to look at year to date. Year to date, we're still down 612 points. Year to date. So a little over 2.5% on the NASDAQ, which is your software, AI, Mag 7 companies. We are still negative, okay? We're still negative. And is it a healthy pullback? Yes. Is the bottom here? Like I posted that video and I posed the question, are we near the bottom? I let you know that these are the times that there's a lot of uncertainty, because right now, a week from now, we could be in a war, okay? In the Middle East there, Iran, or we could be at peace. We don't know. Larry, just tell us. Give me the crystal ball and I'll tell you. But you got to make a plan, and you could be making money even now, and I'll show you that we are still making money. But I want you to look at what's going on. Two big things that are happening this week. Massive things, okay? Let's take a quick look. Yeah, look at that. Bitcoin gave up all its gains, down 5.5% over the last 7 days. 4 of that just came out tonight, okay? So Bitcoin was selling off on last night. Why? In fear of the tariffs. So you guys know Friday that, should I say last week, it was ruled that the tariffs were against the law. The Supreme Court said, nope, Mr. President, you don't have the authority to do that. You got to run it by Congress. So then the president say, okay, I tell you what, boom, 10% globally, everybody. So I tell you what, let me put another 5% on there. Now it's 15% globally. So these are the tariffs that you got to pay now, right? And so then these companies now that have been absorbing some of the costs, but passing some of the costs on, they're saying our portion of the money, this is not you and I, the portion that they had by squeezing their margins, then they're saying some of these companies, we're suing the government and we want our money back. At the end of the day, you and I are going to pay. So the market liked it on Friday, so it went up. But again, 10% tariff, 15% tariff globally, right? Now, who's going to pay these tariffs back? Who's going to pay the money back, right? And you and I are caught in the middle of it. Then tomorrow, we have the State of the Union address that's going to come out, and get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a show of all shows from both sides. Get your popcorn ready. You know what? I'm to the point where I'm going to make money regardless of what. So I'm just going to get my popcorn and watch the circus, because that's what's going to happen tomorrow. You're going to see some insane things from both sides tomorrow, right? And so that's what's going to happen. You guys, you'll see. All right. So what's another big catalyst? On Wednesday at closing bell, Nvidia, which everyone is waiting on Nvidia. Nvidia makes the chips that powers the AI. Okay. Nvidia's earnings is the most important earnings year to date right now because of all of the things that's going on. Now you could see here what's expected. We can go over here, revenue estimate, current year 2026, okay, and next year, right? You can see here we have earnings estimates, we have the history, EPS trends, earnings per share, EPS revisions, growth estimates right here. So 58.18% this year, that's expected. And then next year, 66.34. But these are the numbers that if they don't hit, the stock is a miss. That doesn't necessarily mean it's anything wrong with the company. They will call that a hit. Now, one of the ones that we've been buying in Money Moves is HIMS, ticker symbol HIMS. And its earnings are right now. So right while I'm talking about this, the earnings are going on right now. And here's what it is saying. Let's look at where it is right now. So HIMS currently is down another 2.77%. Of course, we have to listen to the earnings call to see what's going on. Personally, I like it in this range. I like it long term. I'm not looking at what's going on right now. I'm looking at it long term. Of course, you know they had the lawsuit against them, right? All right, so let me show you guys what happened this morning. Here's one of the things that happened this morning. This is the SPY. It's the same thing as the S&P 500. We did a put. How? The traffic trader led us to a win here. Ching took our money. It came back up. Some were scared. No, that was the Qs. Okay, let me get that right. That was the Qs. And then, boom, came here, hit our level. Bing, took our money. We took our money and ran, right? And then came down here, literally spiked down. You guys see that right there? Came right to my level. When do I give these levels? 3 days a week before the market opens. Qs, here's where it was a struggle this morning. We had to fight for this money this morning. We did a put after the first 15 minutes, and then it started to hover around here and kiss this support zone, right? This was a stop loss zone. We knew that, so we moved our stop loss up, and then it came down and kaboom, hit my level. Then it came down again, boom, hit this level, made money. Then you could have did a call on the way back up. And then Tesla. Let me even show you guys this. Tesla is one of the ones that actually made us some money also today. We just made money on all three of these plays. As you could see, came down, hit my level here, ka-ching, and then someone did a put to this level, ka-ching, someone did a put to this level, ka-ching, and right before I started to hit the record button, we ran right back up to 398, and it was trying to get to 401, but it ran out of time. And what led us there is Traffic Trader. It led us straight to the money because it was green at open, then we printed a red light, and it led us all the way down. It printed a green and a yellow, but then we came back up and zoop, right back. So it led us to the money on the way down for the puts. Come join us in Money Moves if you want the Traffic Trader. Actually, the Traffic Trader has become a trader actually in Money Moves, right? It's got its own tab. So everybody that's in there gets a Traffic Trader. There is no tiers with Money Moves. Everybody gets everything. Okay, so our Traffic Trader has become a crown trader. So we will see what is going to happen on Tuesday. There is going to be something said that at the State of the Union address that's going to move markets. It's going to be said. Then, opening bell Wednesday, we're going to be in these options that if the market falls further, we're going to make money. If the market goes up, we're going to make money. But then we have Nvidia's earning at closing bell on Wednesday. So get prepared to just be whipsawed with your plays or your stock. And just know that now is the time to strategize and don't just wait and panic when these things happen. When you're ready for them before they come and you have a plan, you could make money. So come and join us where you could learn and earn. All right. We'll see you tomorrow, and we're going to trade. Wednesday live, but we're going to see what this State of the Union address really unfolds to be. But like I said, get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a circus. Either way it goes. We'll see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn.